We were talking about, Cyber Monday, something that happened 8 years ago, this modern form of holiday shopping. That's what it's got its name, about 8 years ago. And shoppers took advantage of using faster web browsers at the office. Well, in its first year, sales hit $484 million. Last year, the number reached nearly $1.5 billion. And this year, Cyber Monday could bring in more than $2 billion, the single biggest spending day ever. So Jill Schlesinger, our business analyst, is here. So Jill, this is going to be the biggest one ever?
I think it could be. 131 million people say they expect to shop today. But it's so funny when you think about why this all started back in 2005. We had really slow internet connections at home.
Right.
So retailers were smart. They said, let's make this a holiday, and you can then use your employer's fast internet connections, goof off at work, and do a little holiday shopping. So we are expecting about $82 billion of total online sales this season. That's a big number, and it'll be a big jump from last year. But relative to the overall $602 billion expected, it's still not the majority, but it's rising fast.
And is it slowed down because so many people shop online on Black Friday?
I think it could slow down on this particular day, but retailers are really smart. What are they doing? They're saying, let's make this an event. Let's make you come online today to grab the bargains that we haven't yet put out there over the weekend. But the competition is fierce, and we know that sales were down over the weekend from a year ago. Still strong, you're pushing $55 to $60 billion. That's real money, but not strong enough to make it a great season so far.
And don't you think a lot of the increase in sales will be driven by mobile technology? I mean, in terms of, the ease with which we can use our iPads and our iPhones to buy online.
It's amazing. If you look at the mobile numbers, up 40% from a year ago. This is huge. It is the largest driver of e-commerce right now. All of the retailers getting apps online and being able to help consumers really help themselves. The downside is, as consumers get really smart using those mobile phones, they may be savvier shoppers, and the retailers are not happy about that.
How do you know when a sale is really a sale?
Well, that's a great question, because we're getting this data from the National Retail Federation, and that is a trade group, and I'm sure that they are using third-party sources to verify everything. But when we really know is when these companies report their results. And when we get the next round of quarterly earnings from retailers, that's when we will know the sale is complete, and then we'll know the success of the season.
But I think the question is, from a consumer standpoint, why should I buy on Monday? Wouldn't there be better deals maybe 2 weeks from now? I mean, is there really better deals out there today?
There may be on certain items, and that's the key. I mean, retailers are so smart. What they do is they give you a number of items. They say, here's the greatest deal you could ever imagine. You go online today, and guess what? It's not available anymore. But you're online already. And what do you say? Hey, wait a minute. Maybe I'll get something close to that. And that's what they're counting on, that you don't get the best bargain, but you get the next best or the third best.
Specific place where there are good deals today on Cyber Monday?
Well, I mean, look, you really have to go online and check this all out. You can go to blackfriday.com and get amazing amounts of an aggregated source of materials. But you should go onto Amazon, and you should just literally search best deals, and you will get a ton of different opportunities. What's really important, I have to say this as the old certified financial planner in me, is that stick to your budget. Don't go crazy. You know what the retailers are counting on? Not just buying gifts for other people, but self-gifting. That's what they want you to do.
I don't
get one for you and one for me.
You don't do that?
No, I don't. I know you never do that either, right?
No,
we don't buy for ourselves. Absolutely. I'm always thinking of only other people.
Oh, she is unbelievable.
Jesus.
I know. I'm kidding. Everybody ends up buying for themselves. It's of course. You're like, oh, I need that.
It wasn't that line of, it was, I'm only thinking about other people that got us.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Being sarcastic, yeah.
Thank you, Jill.